So, I didn't see who Grant is going with. Oh, it looks like Ganondorf. Alright, so Grant's definitely going to aim for the smaller stages if he's playing it. Just kidding. I think they're just gentlemen to Smashville. Alright. This is a huge spacing battle for both of them, and they both do huge damage if they get in on each other. I'd say this is probably maybe Ganondorf's favorite, just because of the range, and they both just have so much trouble getting in on each other that it helps them a lot to have the range. And Wario doesn't actually get that much of a grab on Ganondorf. Grant loves going for these hard side B reads that really don't work that much. I think Grant missed just an instant up smash, which only maybe would have hit. I think there's a lot more guaranteed optimal things he could go for. What? Anyway, they're both just kind of feeling each other out. Nick does not like doing huge commitments. He rarely ever does, but side B, which is a huge commitment, does take the stock. Grant isn't very good at getting, like, doesn't really get follow-ups much. He struggles getting kind of the killing blow on people. He has trouble reading people's movements in the air, and when someone plays Wario, that's like the whole game plan. Catches Nick on an unsafe landing. I think Nick could really abuse camping Ganondorf a bit more, which is in the lead, which he won't be if Grant didn't mess up the grab. But now he's not in a position where he can camp. You can only camp when you have that lead. Or you can always take your time though, which I feel like Nick is kind of starting to just rush in. Oh. That was a regrab on the bad DI. He got a little too fancy. This could be a stock. That is 100% committal on the stock. It's hard for Ganondorf. Linear recovery before you do the up B. He does not have the aerial ability to really dodge that, or the distance on his recovery even. Gentlemen's letting Nick get the balloon. We take that very seriously up at our school. Oh my god. Grant didn't fast fall with an air, so the second hitbox does not hit, and that's still, either way, unsafe on shield without an auto cancel. Grant did not cover the platform, which it's almost always safe to cover the platform the first time someone tries to recover, I feel like. There's just pressure Grant could be putting on right now, or I should be saying Greidam. I apologize. Grant is Greidam and Nick is Sven. I would probably not be calling them by their tags. There was no reason that Greidam should have shielded there, because misinput. He's not happy about that. I can see the anger on his face from here in his well-dressed suit. That he does that a lot. He loves pressing side B. Ganondorf cannot go for a crouch cancel down tilt or Wario down tilt. He has to actually stop crouching to do an air because down tilt is just way too slow to cover. Grant has a lot of ground to cover if he wants to come back from this though. It's messes up a hack stash. How'd that feel? He's not feeling too good. You can see the shame he's brought onto his U of R family. What was that, 2 SDs? He can't be pulling that off against someone who he's historically never beaten before. So Nick will probably ban, yeah, Wario wearing Yoshi's. Which I would hope means Grant would take him to, what? Sven won. If there's only one ban, then if he doesn't take him to Wario Land, he's, yeah. This is probably the best matchup, like, number he's gonna get. What? He did? I didn't see what else he did. Let him have it. Okay. Yeah. I'm surprised he went with Wario Land for the lesser of 3 evils. That made them greater. Ooh. Grant doing the made a Grant did the make a mistake mix-up where he goes for a down B ledge cancel, but doesn't ledge cancel it, which then made him hit Nick. What? Yeah, it's the I messed up mix-up. Everything you do by accident almost always works. I think if they could actually gone for an up B, Greidam could have gotten that kill. Yep, not safe on anyone's shield. Well, that maybe could have been a bear, but I guess I don't know. Keep it not slow. You're never not sure something's gonna hit. Still, going for the end. It's that easy to edge guard him though. Grant looking a little flustered. Thank you. He does not utilize Gendorf's, his wave land movement enough. He likes just spacing and sometimes wave landing his back air and going for the no mix-up. But his approach options are already limited enough by playing Ganondorf that because he can't utilize his movement options, he has so much trouble getting in and more so relies on you making a mistake than he does him making the opportunity himself. He probably won't win the edge guard. Warrior's recovery is just a little different to recover edge guard on this stage because by the time he's the distance away that he could get it safely, he's already dead. But Nick is actually behind, which is large parts of the stage, I'm sure. I think Grant loves to go for the up smash. The up smash doesn't really. It works on some of the cast. I don't think he's labbed with it enough on everyone in the cast and all the I's and percents, which basically no one has in their characters, to get it consistently. And if he's stuck with going for up air or forward air, he would probably be much more consistently be able to get these follow-ups and damage. Oh. And right, just like that, evens it up. Luckily from melee to PM, they did give Ganondorf a slight, recovery mix-up, but it still can be covered by most of the cast just by jumping off and grabbing ledge. Oh, Nick knew he couldn't get high enough. Oh, is that game? Oh. Nick, you can't just do that. And Grant, he has a family. Alright, I don't think Grant knows that if he goes Ganondorf again, he's going to lose, I'm pretty sure. He knows that a large part of that was the stage. He knows that a large part of that was a mistake on Nick's part. I feel like... So Grant has only picked up Meta Knight about 2 or 3 weeks ago. He does not know a lot of Meta Knight's intricacies as much as the real Meta Knight game. And because he can't combo as well with the character as his, the character's potential on a character like Wario, he's definitely has an uphill battle to go and has to win neutral a few more times than Nick will have to win. So if he doesn't... I think there was no reason for him to go for that up B. It was just, there were much less laggy options to go for with hitboxes. But I don't see Grant out neutraling Nick's Wario enough to make up for the combo potential that Wario just naturally has on that night. Especially against Nick, who has been playing Wario basically the whole time he's played PM for over a year now. Yeah, like there could have been more on that. At least, and then that has to really take advantage of, if you don't, follow up getting them off stage, just take advantage of them being above you. Almost every character in the game struggles so hard against Meta Knight's aerial options when they're above him. And it's going about as well as expected. I think Grant might have even been better off going Ness. Oh. Grant is not laughing at the disrespect. Grant is not happy. But Nick is definitely taking advantage of whatever position Grant lets him be in. He's taking advantage of it. I think Grant has to really start trying to catch Nick in his aerial movement. Almost everything he has will beat everything Wario has, or at least trade. And you can almost always floaty, and you can get him up in the air, you can out crouch cancel duel him. Just have to get him there. And that's a good start, but he goes for too hard of a read. But Midnight has a lot of non-committal options that he could use to keep them off stage, cover multiple options. Going for a read forward smash is his laggiest option. And there it is. Boom goes